Hello, and welcome to my podcast. I don't want to do this anymore. Today, the topic is dental hygiene. Having just been to the dentist for the first time in 2 years or more, I have some minty fresh material. Let's begin with brushing. Twice a day, forever. I learned to hate brushing at an early age. My dentist recommended to my parents some sort of red dye pill you chew to show all the spots you missed. Apparently, I missed everything. My whole mouth would be red, and I'd have to start over. So jump ahead to today. Every time I brush my teeth, I gag. Every time. So I super look forward to that. It's 2019, and can't I just rinse with some kind of acid or something? And did you know that toothpaste can actually kill you? Granted, you have to consume a lot. About 2 tubes for a child, and about 18 for an adult. So this is not a recommended choice of suicide. And is my toothbrush clean? I never received any instructions on cleaning a toothbrush. If you have, please inform me. So am I just spreading germs all around my mouth? And then you have to spit, which is something ladies are specifically instructed not to do. It's gross, guys. I should mention that dental professionals have told me I could die if I don't take care of my teeth, which to them includes going to the dentist, every 6 months. There's something about bacteria and sepsis, but I think they're just using scare tactics. So if I don't brush my hair, I just look bad. But if I don't brush my teeth, I could die. All right, let's move on to flossing. I floss at night, like I think most people do. If I've had a couple of drinks, and I usually have, dealing with string is a whole thing. And I feel like I'm flicking food all over the place. Rarely, but sometimes, my gums, which is a gross word, will bleed. So now I'm forcing bacteria into my bloodstream. Now don't get me wrong, if something is stuck between my teeth, floss is my best friend. That feeling of relief is almost sexual. Okay, so I'm done flossing. Now what? I've got to get rid of it. It sticks to my fingers like a dirty Band-Aid. It sticks to the side of the trash can. It misses the trash can because I have to flick it to get it off. And I don't like those handled floss things because it only gives you about ½ an inch of floss for your whole mouth. I use the full string, all 12 inches of it. Otherwise, aren't you just moving the food from tooth to tooth? So as I mentioned, I had a recent trip to the dentist. I did not want to go. I made excuses to myself every day for not making an appointment for about 2 years. I know I'm super lucky to have dental insurance and the means to afford dental care. I just don't want to do it anymore. Okay, and I'm embarrassed to say this, but I have a history of making an appointment and then just not going. It's raining, my neck hurts, I don't feel like driving. The lamest excuses possible. This time I did go, and it was everything I expected it to be. You know it's not going to be a good time. There's going to be bad news. There was. It's going to be at least uncomfortable. It was. And it's going to cost you. We'll get to that in a minute. Keeping your mouth open that long is painful to my jaw, and it reminds me of another thing that requires you to keep your mouth open for an extended time. Also not my favorite. At the end, my gums are bleeding, but my teeth feel really slick and clean, and I know this feeling will last until my next meal. Half an hour later, the dentist meanders in wearing facial recognition obstacles. I'm pretty sure this is so I can't pick her out of a lineup. Now comes the good news. You need a crown and a filling. Great. I'm looking forward to it. Good thing I have insurance. My portion of the cost is what? Yeah, that sounds awesome. Let's go ahead and set that up. And meanwhile, I'll just put on my short skirt and high heels and just rustle that money up. At least I didn't get the judgment I was expecting. What are these stains on your teeth? You eat too much sugar. You don't brush or floss enough or correctly. I did get a minor flossing lesson, as if I haven't been doing this almost every day for 50 years. So please come back in 6 months for more abuse. When I was little, well, I'm still not very big, but a little girl, when you went to the dentist, you got to pick from the treasure box. They did that for grown-ups, maybe just like $5 Starbucks gift cards, maybe like 1 in 1,000, something really cool, like a trip to the Bahamas. Based on the prices for the services, they're making bank. I think they might get more return business if they had a little something to look forward to like that. And a few things have changed since my previous visit. You get a choice of 3 flavors for your professional cleaning, and same for the fluoride treatment. And there was no spitting, 0 spitting. But they still have these x-ray plates they put in your mouth that cuts into your palate. That just seems fixable. My eyes water just thinking about it. They call them bite wings, like they're little Star Wars fighters. And I did get a little prize bag when I left. It had a toothbrush, no use to me since I have an electric brush, a baby floss, and a baby toothpaste. It's better than nothing, I guess. But I sure would like to go to the Bahamas. This podcast was produced by myself and Britt Mingy. We have absolutely no experience in doing this, so suggestions are welcome. You can reach us at I don't want to do this podcast at gmail.com. And we welcome any suggestions or comments or anything of that nature. Please listen for future episodes. I've got some interesting topics coming up. I hope you like them. Thanks. Bye.